Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everybody. Uh, it's going to be a good stream today, and I'll tell you the reason why in just a bit. I'm gonna show you a very good game I made in Discord. Okay, I'm waiting to see that. Just need to check my audio. I'm sorry for everybody, I'm just checking my audio. Need to make sure it's working. Okay, I hope this is good. I'm just gonna keep checking it every now and then. I don't have my headphones right now, so that's why. I sent it. It's a remake of a dead game. What dead game? Where did you send it? Share your assets. Is it here? What group did you send it, bro? I'm so disconnected from this server. Okay. Welcome, everybody. I have some good news to share. Okay, the audio seems good. In your Discord, yeah, but my Discord has a lot of stuff, a lot of rooms and stuff. So which group, if you can? It's the person that's named. Oh, that's you. So okay. If you're not in Discord, this is what he sent, and he says that he is Razor, which I question. So you say that you made a really old game, and I cannot recognize it, sadly. I'm a millennial. Or no, I'm not a millennial. Am I a millennial? Or am I Gen Z? I don't know. I don't even know. Anyway, excuse me. I have to share some really good news. I happen to find, or have found, this glorious script. Look at this script. For the OG people that understand or remember what this script is, it is just the best script that I have ever written in my whole life, I think. And it's a script that will let you make any car into a drivable car in minutes. And I think Unity should buy this for me for like $3. I would have sold it just so people can make some actual good games. Because look at this. I can mount the wheels and the car will go. I can actually show you. Look at this. You have the scene. You have a place for the car to actually roll because we have no controls yet. And then there you go. The car will roll. And we have camber. I don't think it gets any better than this. So I left. Obviously, this script is very old and it uses some other system that I do not use right now, but I think I should because it's very, very good. So it's very simple actually. You have wheel colliders and wheel objects, and then you just iterate through them, and then you can find the children just by looking at the naming, and that's it. Okay, so one thing I actually forgot in the last video is to actually mount the center of mass. And the last thing that I would have to do is to get this car to be drivable. So let's make this. What am I doing? Okay, let's try and attach our car controller in here. And obviously it's not going to work, or maybe it works, I don't know. The way we are connecting it is really weird. Right now we have just wheels. And the wheel is a type of wheel, which is a class. And the class itself has a wheel type and a wheel collider. How exactly am I driving this? I am not drunk. I assure you. I just came from work. I'm not drunk. At least I think I'm not. Maybe I am. This is model scene. This is the city scene. And we have a drivable car. That's how I did it. Okay. So we're gonna have to ditch this method. And in this video, I hope I can make it, but in this video, we are going to do some serious software engineering. Because this is just difficult to manage right now. You see, you have car controllers and you have different definitions in car controller. And then you have other scripts in here, which also have definitions, and that's really tough to keep up. So I'm going to do some engineering. So model scene. Okay, this is where we are, and this is what we need to work. So the very first thing that I want to do is to create a state machine. And what a state machine is, I don't think I can explain it better than Google can explain it. So I'll just head to Google and accept the terms. And let's see, software. I cannot write. Software engineering state machine. Okay, so maybe we can see some diagram on what the state machine is supposed to do. And the idea behind it is actually super simple, and it has to do with, obviously, with designs and design patterns. Let me see if I can find. Okay, yeah, here is a perfect example, and I just lost it. And I'm too tired to read through this. Okay, I think I can show you like this. So this is a state machine, right? No, this is too complicated. This is too complicated for my peanut brain. So I'll show you like this. Okay, so what a state machine is, well, let's just write state machine. This is just a fancy term or a fancy way of saying some simple and design pattern-ish thing. So what this is basically a placeholder where you define everything. Like this. So in here you define, like, I don't know what your thing has, what your app has. So for example, it has a health, so health. And then it has the attack power. And then a bunch of stuff. And everything is connected to here. So in here you might have a script that says, can you hear me? Yes, you can hear me. And in here you have a script that will say, or that will handle walking. So walking script. .cs. And then you have another script that handles, I don't know, for example, shooting. Like this. And then you have some other script, blah, 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 blah. Everything is connected to this state machine. And this has getters and setters. Or if you're a madman like me, you just do public. Which is not a good idea, but you can. So this is the most valuable thing that you will learn while trying to do software engineering. Anyway, let's try to implement that. So the reason why we need it is because I brought in my wheel manager, and this is just a glorious script that I have written in the past. This is the most glorious thing that I'm really proud of this. As you can hear from the tone of my voice. What this does is it does some quote-unquote bullshittery, and it controls the slip, and it controls the sideways, and it allows your car to be very fun, which is what you want, right? The only thing is the connection between this, because this is obviously meant for my old controller. So car controller in here is an old controller, and obviously we're using something else. So this is the first red flag. We have no definition and we don't keep track of anything anymore, right? And let's fix that. So in the scripts we have a folder, or not a folder, but we have this car, these car scripts, and then here let's create a script. Let's name it car state machine. Or let's just call it car state, right? But it might get confused with car stats, so let's do state machine. Like this. And everything that this will do is just, it's gonna hold values, nothing else. It's gonna hold values, and it's gonna obviously edit those values, right? And it's gonna be in real time, obviously. So let's do this, and let's open this up. So as you can see, let me just open this view, appearance, tab, multi-tabs, right? Okay, so we have multi-tabs. Hello everybody that is just joining in. I feel like I have to emphasize on what I'm doing. I have found my old backup scripts, and in the old backup scripts, I have this car editor, which allows you or anyone that wants to use this to model a car or the car wheels and make it drivable in like 2 minutes. Which if you used Unity in the last 10 years or 50 years, you know that it's not that easy. Anyway, this state machine will not have any behavior. We're not going to remove this just yet, but we probably will do that later or in the future. So what I also have found in my backup is this wheel manager. This wheel manager allows us to control how much we slip, how much we grip, and how much fun we want each car to have, right? Because each car will have a different type of fun. And I don't want to call it realistic, but I just want it to be fun, right? Well, I want to enjoy, I want to play game, enjoy the game, and then keep on doing what I'm doing. So when I imported this used a wheel collider, obviously, wheel friction curve. I don't even know what this is. And the point is that these are defined in here. And you can see a definition here. So we have private, wheels, and wheel colliders. However, if you open up the car controller, we also have wheels in here. And that is just a big contradiction, right? You don't want that. You don't want multiple definitions everywhere. So that's why you use a state machine. So what I'm going to do now is just copy. I'm just going to copy, paste, and do nothing else. So I already have some handy functions in here, right? So I have the function that will find everything for me. So I'll have find values, which I shouldn't do, by the way. I shouldn't find values because this is defining or defying the whole purpose of the state machine. So we're not going to do that. And we're probably not going to end up doing this at all, right? We're going to do this manually because it's better. However, what we are going to do is take these. We don't need wheel positions right now, but we need it to simulate it. So we're going to use it later. So we're going to take these for now. And then we're going to put them in here. And also, I'm going to take the find wheels and also put that in here. Just for now, just so we got an idea on what's going on, because I've done this a very long time ago. And let's put the start right here. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to redo what is going on in here, but in the state machine. Right? I hope this is not too fast for you. Just a minute. So where were we? We have the state machine. I forgot to not hide it into the inspector, which is the whole point of this. Let's do this. And let's hit play. So we got the state machine, right? And the state machine has already found its variables or its correspondence. So what I'm going to do is copy component. I'm going to paste component right here, and this will reference everything that I need. Later on, I will do some tool in here, or maybe just add it to this thing, add a button that says find values and attach values, right? Which would make our life even more easier. But for now, we're gonna keep it like this. So we have the wheel colliders and we have the wheel transforms. For now. Then later, obviously, we're going to give it like whatever we have in here. So rigid body, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so now the wheel animator does not find values anymore, right? So we're removing this function, and the wheel colliders are referencing the state machine. So instead of doing wheel colliders and wheel transform, we will do state machine. So public, I made a really big mistake. Holy fuck. I named it Cass. Who names their... Oh my god. This is car state machine. I noticed I couldn't spell the name of this script. Okay, so we have public, car, state, machine, and now I cannot find it because this is still Cass. Then we have car state machine, and then state machine, right? That's from iRaptor, not from you. Okay, let's wait for him to join that. I asked in the comments if I can play the Need for Speed 2005 map, because I really want to play it. Okay, so now that we have this, we can just do state machine dot wheel colliders. Then state machine dot wheel colliders again. Then state machine dot wheel colliders again. And you get the idea. So now it looks boring what we're doing, obviously, but in just like a very short time, you will thank yourself. I recently started working in a company here where I live, and the code base got so big that I have about 25,000 lines just for the logic. Right? And you can feel, or not you can feel, but you can imagine how difficult it would be to just have everything and everywhere, right? So each script has its own definitions, and then the definition is supposed to mirror this definition right here, and then you do this is equal to this, and it's just a mess, right? It's just a mess. So now that you have some centralized thing, you won't have to deal with that anymore. That is the beauty of this. So this is always the first, now that we have the referencing. And now, this is the wheel animator, which is supposed to animate the wheels spinning. And now that we changed the connection between them, let's see if it actually worked. Okay, so far nothing happens, obviously, because nothing can happen. So if we rotate this, nothing is happening. Let's see what's going on. Null reference exception. That is so stupid. Okay, we need a start method in here. And we need to say state machine is equal to get component.stateMachine. And if you don't know what happened in here, the most basic error that you can have happened because we were trying to use this wheel animator, but the state machine is empty, and obviously it doesn't have the reference from here. So we just do a start method and we get this reference. And we're gonna have to do this everywhere. So everyone we want to access these values, we just do that. That's easy, right? So now, let's try to tilt this plane. And there we go. We have everything working. Null reference exception. This is the car controller, and it is complaining. I know. Okay. So how are you guys feeling? How are you today? I hope you're good. I hope you're good. I hope you're doing good. I also found that I have used this car model. What do you guys think? It's really good, huh? Maybe we have some transparency going on, right? Like this. Maybe we have some window thing going on, right? Like this. It looks really good. I remember spending hours trying to model each polygon in here so I can animate it later in Unity. And I remember using particles to animate or to mimic the gases coming out. And at some point I wanted to do flames, right? Because flames are epic, in my opinion. Anyway, now that we have... I'm good. Okay. Now that we have the reference, we can just hide this. We don't need this to be public. So we can do private, and that's it. And then we have position, rotation, and these are values that gets reused, right? So instead of doing constant or whatever the private new here, we're doing up here, and then we're just reusing them. And that's it. Now we're done with the wheel animator. Let's open up VS Code again. And we have the wheel manager, which is doing the exact same thing, right? So we have find values, which is doing the exact same thing, which I don't want. And then we have wheel colliders, wheel friction curves. I don't remember what I'm using this for, but I think this is another value that gets reused, and that's why I define it. And then what is this? And then we have the wheel colliders, which never gets defined, but just gets used, right? So wheel collider is not equal to something. It just gets used. And that's good. So let's just delete that and let's get the state machine going. So private car state machine. And in the start, instead of find values, we do state machine is equal to get component. And wherever we have wheel colliders, can I do change all? In here would be car, or not car, state machine dot this. Apparently not. Okay, I cannot be smart about this. Okay, we have the state machine. So state machine dot wheel colliders, state machine dot wheel colliders, state machine dot wheel colliders. You get the point. I'm just saying something to not be creepy or weird or whatever. Set up wheels. Okay, then we have this. It might be a little bit boring, and that's why these kind of videos are just hidden from YouTube tutorials. Obviously, they don't want you to watch repetitive things happening. But the downside is obviously you don't learn, right? So you think, hey, everything is easy. Maybe I can do that as well. But the reality is that it's not. We need to disable this car controller for now because it's just filling up the console. So one last time, I want to test that the wheel thing is working. And to do that, I will have to tilt this again. And then we can see that it is updating. I have another null exception in the car controller, but I'm turning it off. I'm turning it off and it's still giving me errors. You just gotta love Unity, bro. You have gained so much experience in vehicles physics in Unity. It's rare to see a racing game in Unity, let alone an indie one. Great job. Thank you. The funny thing is that I tried to use AI to help me build some gear shifting in the past, right? Like, I don't know, a month ago or two. And it was so, I don't want to use bad words, but it was so bad. It was so bad that I thought a kid can code better than this. But then later I realized that the point of the AI is not to replace you, right? Or maybe it is, I don't know. And if it is, it's really bad. Like, it's borderline very bad. And I gave up on using AI like a couple of months ago when I was working in, obviously, my main job. it was messing up the code so bad that you would rather just not. And I find myself going back to, I find myself going back to Stack Overflow and not just using AI. But anyway, I'm just gossiping right now. I'm sorry. Let's get back to whatever the hell we are doing. Yes, so the next thing is to control the wheels, obviously. And then we can move on from there. So we have the car controller, and then we just need to access the state machine. So we have the state machine, and in here, we're just using the state machine. So I'm going to copy this, gonna paste this. Now we have the state machine. And in the start, we use the state machine like this. And you see where we get these components. I'm not going to do this anymore, right? We just have state machine, and through state machine, we access everything we need. I think the point of AI is to help you when you have problems. I think, yes, you are right, actually. I used to use the Gemini version, like 0.1, like the first version that they used, and then they called it AI, but it was just a glorified search engine. And it was so good that it would find like, hey, how to do this trigonometry thing in Unity. And it would find a snippet somewhere in GitHub that somebody used, and it would find it with great documentation. And I think it's a crime that they don't use it anymore, right? Because not only it would tell you the exact problem, but it would also help you on how to implement it, right? And how to make it scalable. Anyway, I'm talking too much, I know, sorry. We have the wheels. We don't use wheels anymore. We don't use wheels anymore. We don't have this anymore. And now we're bombarded with errors. So let's tackle them up. I actually can look. Just keep showing you my stuff. I can actually take a look at how I did the car controller, because I remember that I did it very, very realistically. So if I go into my assets, I have Unity. I used to call it Easy Wheels. And here is the whole entire thing. I don't know why I didn't publish this. And I think it has to do with the 3D models. Anyway, the scripts are here, and the engine is supposed to be this. I have anti-roll. We need to use anti-roll bars as well. We have game controller. Yeah, this is what we need. Game controller. Okay, this is how we handle the wheels. No, this is camera controller. I cannot read today. What the hell? This is car controller, right? Okay, this is really hard to see. So, the same story again. It happens in here as well. We have find wheels or find values, loops through the thing, and it just assigns variables. Like we have wheel colliders up here somewhere. It's not, maybe I can do this. Oh yeah, I can do this. This is much better. Yeah, that, what it does, it takes other devs' work. It's like watching a summary of tutorial. But I think it's also a crime that AI is trying to do something that shouldn't, right? And it's a shame that we're going to lose so many good talents over the years because they think they can just use ChatGPT or something. Anyway, let's see where we use this. Oh, I remember we have a whole entire gearing system in here. Maybe we should just copy this, right? Maybe not. I'm just being silly. Anyway, we have wheels length. can I use state machine dot wheel colliders dot length, right? And then instead of wheels, I have wheel colliders in the state machine. However, this is to animate them. And I don't want to animate them anymore because they are already taken care of. So, translate power to wheels. That is a very descriptive function. You deserve a credit, sir. I suggested creating a Discord server where we developers can share ideas, build a community. I'm looking forward to starting up a community, and I still need external support if stuck. What exactly are you referring to, Mr.? Wait, let me write the comments. What is the name of this Discord server? The name of this Discord server is I do not know. I'm just going to copy it right here and paste it. Here is the Discord. It needs a little clean up. Difficult to find stuff. I also need somebody to moderate this Discord. Obviously I can do it, but I would like somebody to do it. Anyway. So we have wheels. Wheels in the index of 0.colliders. This is a very primitive way of doing it. I just realized how primitive this is. I'm going to use it anyway. We have a state machine that has wheel colliders. I cannot use this? Why can I not use this? State machine wheel colliders. I can use them. What the hell? Component collider is obsolete. Property collider has been deprecated. Use get component collider. Huh? Okay, can you edit inline chat? Ask, fix. Why is Copilot not working when I need it to work? Anyway, we are trying to do... What are we trying to do? We have wheels dot collider. So we're trying to access the collider. But we're already accessing the collider. So we do state machine dot wheel. Yes, like this. And then we do the same thing for this. Obviously with the index of 1 without the collider, obviously, because it's already done. And then we keep doing this, right? So we do this. There's a lot of doing this and doing that. This was 2. This is 3. It is a little boring, I know. Wheel colliders dot length. We have wheels in the index of I dot motor torque dot collider. So we have wheels, but we have state machine dot wheels in the index of I. And then we have the same thing happening right here. And then what do we have here? Collider brake torque. In here, obviously we have this, and then we have state machine dot collider, and there we go. I still have an error, right? Where is the error? Handle steering. Oh, yeah. Yes, you're right. I will have to be doing the same thing. So for this collider, I do this. And then for this collider, I do this. And then I just keep doing that. So I have 0, 1. I do this the same thing. Collider.steer angle, and then I do the same thing. And I hope to the gods of Unity that this works. Here we go. Here goes nothing. I already have null referencing. That's great. I already have null referencing. Oh my god. This is not fun. Look at position, transform that position, gizmos, diameter. What is happening? Car controller, gizmos, gizmos. Don't update gizmos, what the hell? Huh. Okay. Now the only thing is that I cannot input anything. And I wish I knew why. I have the wheels. But nothing is happening to the wheels. Do you know why? Because I seem to have no idea. I have handle steering, which is right. I have states, which is also right. And nothing is preventing this from doing its thing. Translate power to the wheels. Colliders.motor torque is equal to this. What is happening in here? States.drive mode. What states? Oh, stats. Do I have core? I don't have core stats. What the f... Oh my god. I am so silly sometimes, bro. Camera positions. I'm missing camera positions. Oh my god. Rear wheel drive. I still have null referencing. And what is going on? Camera. Oh yeah. We are missing a camera. This is the problem that I'm trying to solve with the state machine, because I'm missing now a camera. Right? And it's a stupid thing to be having. You shouldn't have problems like this ever. You should make your code as modular as it can be. And I can still not drive. Why can I still not drive? This is a type player. I'm doing all-wheel drive. And the core stats has a lot of power. And everything should be working, but it's not. Camera controller. Maximum steer. Why do you guys think this is not working? I'm so stupid. The problems keep getting stupider and stupider. I don't have a input. And I don't know how to properly add it. How do I properly add it? Oh my god. I'm just gonna go to the old scene, which is city. city right here. And I have my cart. And this cart will not work anymore. However, it has a player input. And I'm just gonna make a, wait a minute, I'm gonna go 3D models. I have my cart. And I'll do cart like this. I'm gonna unpack it from here. And then in the scene where I model, where is model scene? Right here. I'll bring it here. Okay, perfect. Welcome everybody who is just joining. We are trying to make a fun game. Not a realistic one, but a fun one. Maybe somewhat realistic too. Anyway, we're trying to make this car move because in this car, or in this, what do you call it? Object, we have imported some stuff, some new stuff. And I had some silly moments in here that I didn't know why it was not going. But I forgot to use the input. So let's... Oh my god. Don't you love game development? Don't you love game development, right? Oh my god, look at that. Oh my god, hell yeah. Hell to the yeah. Sometimes I love game development sometimes. And the handbrake works with the front wheels. Look at that. The handbrake works with the front wheel. Oh my god, that is so stupid. I love it. I love it. Okay. So now we can actually begin this video. It's not like it's been like an hour since I've been trying to do this. And this is what awaits you if you want to be a game developer. Or any developer at all. Because half of the time you don't know what's going on. Like right now, I'm just ignoring. Because I cannot be bothered. Anyway, let's attach our camera. Where is the camera? This is in the core. Camera controller. Camera controller needs a target. Here's your target. And it has all these values which should not be in here. Everything should be set up or pre-set up. Anyway, let's try and fix this car. So I have been a little silly because obviously the blue arrow is facing this way and the car is facing that way. And it is obvious that I'm going to have those problems. So here is where our magic tool comes into play. So we simply take this car and drop it in here and run checks. And we already have some stuff here, right? And what we have to do now is just play around with the values. But before we do that, we need to do this. So we need to do this, rotate it 90 degrees, or 180 degrees actually. And it seems to be relatively in the same place, right? It looks dead center. And if it's not in dead center, you're gonna have so many problems, it's not even fun anymore. And then, since you have everything, you can just play with the values, right? Here it says front, just play with the values, place it wherever you want, like this. Here is your rear. like this. It doesn't really update on real time, and that's the only downside of this. I say downside, but it's not really a downside. And the good thing is that you can do camber. How many games have you seen in Unity that support actual camber and toe? I can do toe as well, but I only do camber right now. Hello, Sasori, how are you? Okay, this looks nice now. Let's actually try and dry it. Okay, seems to be working so far. I mean, the camera position is not where it should be. But the other things are. So I'm gonna copy this, paste this in here, and there we go. I'm still getting no errors. Where? State machine wheel collider. State machine wheel colliders cannot have null referencing. What the hell are you saying? Null reference not set to an instance of an object, but it is set to an instance of an object. Are you seeing this, by the way? Are you seeing this bullshit? Anyway, offset, smooth speed, very smooth. Offset, look, offset. Why do I have an offset in here? I should have a tab that does that for me, but I guess this error is trying to mess up the things. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we can keep going. Okay, so now we have the car drivable, and it's using a state machine. And now we can have some fun. And fun we shall have. So once you're done, if you're trying to build a game in Unity, which is a racing game, you obviously have some kind of a scene to set up your things, right? So here's your scene that sets up your thing. Everything is supposed, not this, everything is supposed to be in position 0. I have a question. Do you have an idea how I can make the rotation of caliper wheel stop rotating on X? Yes, I have. I'll show you in a bit. I don't have a caliper in here. I have a caliper in here. I can use this. Anyway, I'll show you that in a minute. I really need to figure out what's going on in here. I wish I could set breakpoints here. Anyway, I don't have a debugger. Anyway, what was I trying to do? Okay, so I am going to make this as a prefab. So in the models, I have this, and I make this as a prefab, right? Now we have a prefab. It's all good. Now we go into our main scene. So where was it? City scene. No, not this. Community map. This is city scene. And then we swap our cart, which we'll use later, by the way, into this car. No, not this one. Sorry, this one. It looks rather good, huh? Except for these windows, which should be transparent. Okay. The colors are not right, I know, but for now, it's good. So we unpack it for now. Later we have to do everything automatic, obviously. We cannot be going in scenes and connecting stuff, right? I have a reference of the of the camera controller in here for whatever reason. Okay, so let's copy this component, paste it in here, right? Now we have this, and inside the camera, where is the camera? Main camera. Let's do this, and let's see if it happens. Okay, it seems like everything is working. Perfect. It's a bit low though. Anyway, let's make the camera a little slower. Let's make the offset. I don't know which offset is supposed to set the y-axis like this. Okay, this looks good-ish, right? I keep forgetting to remove the collision from the spheres. But anyway, this is our car controller. And we have now the wheel manager or the slip manager or whatever. And the car is so much more drivable right now. Look at this. We're going so fast and it's so controllable. Look at this. What do you guys think? I think it's pretty good. So the downside of using this car is obviously I cannot see if the values or if the wheels are actually spinning or not. So that's why I don't want to use this. I want to use this cart. And back into the modeling stuff we go. One last time. I know this might get a little repetitive, but I have to do it. Okay, so player input is removed for whatever the hell reason. I'm gonna unpack right now. I'm gonna redo the packing later, so I'll delete this. And there we go. So don't forget that your thing has to point in the blue axis. And now we have a new problem that the wheels from the rear are using a different type and the rears from the front are using a different type. So in our editor, we have figured that out already. So I delete these. And I'm left with this only. And then I can do is take this wheel that we use in here, copy, and this will be front wheel, and I duplicate this to rear wheel. Front, RR is supposed to be rear. Anyway. Now, let's run some checks. We'll see that it already added some stuff in it, but we have no wheel reference, right? So we have a prefab for the front and prefab for the rear. So the front one, we need to open it and maybe we need to make it a little smaller. So maybe 70 in each direction. And if we go back, we have the front and we have the rear. And don't worry about this, by the way, this is going to be all in GitHub. To add components, we added components, add wheels, and there we go. We have everything. Everything that we need. The only problem is that I keep forgetting this is supposed to be 0 Then if you want to lift it, you're supposed to lift the insides of the vehicle. And somehow this already has camber, which should not happen. Anyway. Okay, so now let's get into actually modeling. Here's our front. You can see we're not working in the front. We're working in the rear. So we try to match this. First of all, we have almost no play in the suspension, which might give us an error actually. So here is the middle. Here is the middle. Right? And then we have the radius. And that's it. And for the front one, we do the same thing. But it doesn't go any further. That's shameful. That is really shameful. So I'm gonna make it bigger. I hope it works. It should work. Just making it bigger, right? So it fits. Okay, now it just fits. Literally just. And obviously this is smaller. Okay, now we get them placed where we need, like this. Now all we have to do is place them horizontally. So like this. And this one as well. Okay. Now we have a card that is using Ferrari wheels. That is just amazing. And maybe we can add a little bit of camber. And that's it. Now we can just close this, close tab, and we're done. Now we can just take take whatever component we want from here and just slap it in here and it should work. It should. I'm not sure if it will. I'm having some coffee, by the way. Trying to stay awake. I was doing socket communication today between two servers, and it really messed me up. And it's always the little things that mess you up, right? It's the small things. I think we should have spaced these a little further. Let's see if we can still do that. I think I can just drop this, run checks, position X. Yes, I can. This should be good, right? And then this is already good. Okay, let's close this. If you're interested in any time to get anything that you want in here, you can just head on over to the GitHub link and just download everything you want. But mostly what you want is these scripts. These are really good. Okay, next thing is to add the controlling. So we already have a controller. What we need is a state machine. There are issues with the Discord server, sir. It's blank. I can join and add. It's empty. What issues with the Discord, bro? There is no issues with the Discord. I'm not home. Where are you going? What car is this? Why can I not tell? Can you tell what car this is without him actually telling us? What badge is this? Is this a Mercedes? No, it can't be a Mercedes, right? What car is this? There's an issue. I cannot guess what car you drive. Anyway, there's an issue with this Discord. How is there an issue? Wait, I'm going to invite people and then I'm going to... No. Hammond? Who is Hammond? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to send you this invitation link that you can just join. Error, try again. How is it error? It's my stream. Oh my god, YouTube, bro. Okay, now it works. Okay, so you can try and click on this link and it should hopefully take you to the Discord. And try and guess this guy's car. Because I cannot guess it. It has interior lighting, so it has to be like some kind of a Mercedes, right? I don't know. Anyway, where was I? I was trying to get the state machine in here, first of all. So copy component. First of all, we need player input. Like this. And then we do paste component. And this stays in the top. Thank you, sir. You are very welcome. Next thing is the state machine. So copy component. And then state machine paste component. There is a state machine already in Unity. Kindly provide us with a GitHub link to play around with your projects, sir. Isn't it not already? Wait a minute, I'm trying to remove this and then this. Is it not in the description? It is actually not in the description. How can it not be? What the hell? GitHub.com. Hang on 1 millisecond. I'm going to go in GitHub and I'm going to not drag, but grab the link. Core game. How do I grab the link? I can just do this. Okay. You can go and get this project. Okay, there we go. If you cannot find the link in the description, I cannot, what the I'm trying to do the chat. Here is the link if you cannot access the description for whatever reason. So get this project, here is a GitHub link. Okay, I'll make sure to add it everywhere. So, as I was trying to do before I got interrupted by my own self, usually happens, right? We have the state machine, we have the car controller, we have the car stats. And now we just need the components. So I'll add wheels manager and car stats. Car stats I already have, wheel animator. So I'll need the wheel animator, which doesn't require anything. And then I'll have the wheel manager, which also doesn't require anything because it's connected to the state machine. And now I have the main camera, which should work. And then I have the cart, which should have a reference to the main camera. And now if we hit play, Let's pray to God that we have no errors in here and we can drive everything as we want. Perfect. That is all perfect. That is the first time that everything has worked in this stream. Okay, now we have the cart. We have the cart as a game object, as a prefab. Save everything. Don't forget to save. And go to scene and the city scene. Okie dokie. Here is our cart. We don't use this cart anymore. We use this cart. I'm gonna unpack and I'm just going to drop in the camera. Near the camera itself, I'm going to do this. And there we go. Hell yeah, it's working. Okay, all that work and it has finally paid off with a little problem. Unassigned exception, of course. Of course. I'm always going to have unassigned things. Forward state machine. Why? I have a state machine. Car state machine, but it's supposed to get them. It's supposed to get them. Copy component, I'm gonna copy. Are you enjoying this stream? Now I'm not getting a no, but I cannot cycle my camera. What is happening? I don't know what's happening anymore. Okay, I was going to show off on how stable this car is in high speeds now. And I think you can already see how stable it is. Is this on? This is on all wheel. Let's do rear wheel. And you can see it's already just so slippy. And it's losing so much traction when I go, right? And you can see the front wheels, how grippy they are. And if I do handbrake, you can see it's going off. This is what I like to see. This is what I really like to see. But the problem is it kind of looks a little weird with these wheels, huh? Maybe I should put even bigger ones. Anyway, I think I'm pretty happy, right? What do you guys think? Suggestions. What is this? I don't know. I feel like a boomer sometimes. Okay. I'm gonna remove these finally because I keep forgetting. Remove this, and remove this, and then we. Okay. I think we're doing pretty good. I think we're doing good. The only thing is that we should do some core stats. In here we should do some gizmos to show where these points are and where the camera is going to end up, right? We want to visualize that. Maybe we can do that later. But from what I saw is that it should be a little closer and it should be a little higher. Like this. and you should always do 16 by 9 like this. But I cannot toggle between. Camera controller is missing, that is why. And now it's much better. Okay, this is, which index is this? I cannot know. But it looks damn good, I'll tell you that. I think it's the first one. Okay, this should be -3. This should be at 1. Let's do this so we can know which one we are right now. Wish this would update on real time. Okay, this looks good. -3 and 1.7. -3. Okie dokie. Are you guys happy with the results so far? We have a really good system so far. I don't remember what makes it look up more. It's not this up, obviously. But look how much we can handle though. Look at that. And the good thing is the slip is so much more realistic, right? You can see how slippery this is. And the most, like, the best case that you can see it is when you actually do the handbrake. So if I do the handbrake right now like this, look how slippery it is. So we're going a little quicker and then we do handbrake and it goes sideways. What do you guys think? I think this is pretty good what we're doing right now. We have some glitching right now in here we didn't have earlier. So it must have to do with something that we added. Anyway, let's try and play around with the manager of the wheels. So we have the tire grip, which we can boost. And now we're just a Formula 1. It's so much more realistic, right? It is so much more real. Look at that. You can get a tire lift off. That is how good this script actually is. I have not seen a Unity game where you can get tire lift off. What do you guys think? And then you can have no traction at all. Forward value. I named it forward value, but this is supposed to be the amount of grip that you have while going forward. So this is really fun. You can have, with this, what you can do is you can have really good launches. So if you go from 0 to 100, it will go really quickly. But as soon as you go sideways, it will just lose it. And I think it's really fun. As soon as we have a gearing system, this is going to be so much fun. Look at that. And then you can obviously have no traction, but you can really corner like crazy. I love it. I had a radius modifier in here which would do the radius for when you're slipping. It would allow you to control the slip a little more. But anyway, let me just really quickly try and figure out how I made my camera look up. Because this is not pleasant. So the position and the lookat. The lookat is stat lookat point if there is stats. And the stats lookat point is the y-axis. So it is supposed to be this y-axis right here. If we increase this, maybe it will work. Stats lookat point. Stats.lookat point. Hey, Raptor. We were trying to guess your car. And I saw the Discord that you posted. What car is this? Can you be so kind of showing what car this is? I cannot see the logo. Or maybe you can. It kind of looks like a Mercedes, but I know it's not a Mercedes. So tell us. Anyway, since you joined and since a lot of people left and joined, I'm going to show you what I did so far. So far what we got is I found my old save and I made these two files which handle the animating of the wheels. And one other script handles the wheel manager, which is, this should be fun manager. So what it does is it will allow you to set the grip for each tire, right? So you can set anything that you want, right? And the good thing is that you can clamp it. And you can tell it's very slippery, but it cannot go over this value. So now even if you make it so slippery, it will not go above this value, or I mean below that value. You see, it's still sticky. And if you do this clamp low, then you're on ice. And the drifts that you can pull in this, oh my god, look at that. It is so amazing. I love it. I just love it. I think we're doing a really good job. So far, at least. The next order of business would be to get... Oh, he sent us a video. You're from Romania, bro. We're close. Look at this. He sent us a video. Oh my god. Fun times, right? Fun times, I know. Anyway, this feels very, very not good so far. So I'm going to see if I can make this better. First of all, let's make it sunny. Like this, and these cannot be this color, so maybe... LERP the steering input. I was trying to escape LERP the steering because I remember it gave us a lot of problems. Okay, let's keep it like that. And I don't like the color of this. This is domain. Maybe I do the same thing, right? Where are you from? I'm originally from Albania and currently living in Germany. What about you? Where are you from? I'm having some coffee, by the way. I'm really tired from work. Anyway, let's... I want to keep playing my game. And I want to keep messing around with the slippery. Run the map streaming script I sent it. It will stream the NFS map. How much have you earned from game development in Play Store? Do you want to know the exact number that I have earned from Play Store? Do you want to know the number? The number that I have earned from the Play Store is 0. I have posted 3 games in total. All of the 3 games were just not finished. And, you know, just awful. Do you know Romanian language? I do not know. Then you just... But how do I do the streaming thing? Do you have a GitHub link or something? Anyway, I'm just going to try and have some fun with my game. If you do not mind. Which I know you don't. Okay, this should be at 1 look at point. And we have nothing else to do here, nothing else to do here. Okay. Now, let's make our car. This is all-wheel drive. Let's make it rear-wheel drive. Because it's front-wheel drive, not rear-wheel drive. We need to find a way to lock the differential. Okay, so now we're running on 1-1, which is not fun. So we're doing forward and less sideways. And we're clamping it at 0.5. Or let's do 0.6. There we go. And now we can go forward much quicker. And as soon as we try to hit a drift, we go sideways. Okay, go to Discord. I will pin the streaming file. Let's try and see. New member, somebody just joined. Hello. Okay, can you pin it? Where? Okay, he download this. This is not some fucked up shit, right? I'm gonna go to scripts, take this message, preparing to download. Is this some bullshit, bro? Oh, I need to allow. I'm so silly. Message.text, I cannot drop. Of course I cannot drop. Downloads message.text. Replace the original one. So what do? We just take this and we just put it into the script. What do we name this? Map streaming? Let's name it test. The wheels releasing from the ground. You mean wheel liftoff? That's wheel liftoff. Okay, namespace world culling. I don't have this namespace. Public world class. World chunk streamer. This is how I should name this. Doesn't matter. Look at the amount of errors that I have. Game detector. Public game detector is equal to game detector. This doesn't run, bro. It's a Unity package. Go to Discord, I will pin it. Where is the Unity package? Here, the Unity package above. Okay. I'm going to delete this now, and we will try. Okay. Before I do anything, I will do a backup. I will do GitHub desktop. I will do a wheel, not in here. A wheel. What the hell? That is a very descriptive name, I know. I'm just gonna make a backup and we'll try to do the Need for Speed map. Okay. Here is the Need for Speed thing. Let's hope everything works. And it doesn't. Of course it doesn't. What am I missing? Is this like a half package or something? Oh, there is another file. 160 game files. And what do we do with the game files? These are the game files if you're wondering. Run the scene from the package and download the game files from the good. They are the file. Where do I put them though? Because this is complaining. Player settings to fix this. Where is player settings? Unity, edit. Project settings. Where is player settings? Edit project settings player. Edit project settings player. Now in here I need to find allow unsafe code. This has to be in here, right? Allow unsafe code. Okay, here it is. And now it's compiling. It is giving me no errors. And where do I put the bun files? Okay, allow and put the file where you want. Just go in script and put the path from inspector. Okay, so you also provide this world streaming. Data file most wanted files. And I need to provide a path. I will try to do that in here. Wait, let me just unzip this, extract all. So we have core game, we have assets, and I'm just gonna do it on assets. Okay, here is the game files. Right, why is it saying nothing? Reveal in Finder. Game file is empty. However, I'm trying to extract all. I'm going to do it this way then. I have this, and I have this, and I'll do this. And now I have. Right? And then we do the path. What is this? We don't need this, I suppose. Allow unsafe. Yes, I did that. And put the path from your inspector. Okay. So let's now find the path. I suppose this is supposed to be the map. Get info. We find the path from here somehow. How do I find the path? Okay, this is directory not found. Okay. What is it waiting for? Oh my god. Such a loser sometimes. What am I doing wrong, Mr. Raptor? Copy path. I can just copy path. Oh my god. I'm doing it wrong. Copy path from here. Here. And copy path from here. It's doing something. Oh my god, we are actually streaming the map. Oh my god. It's really laggy. Edit the script. Yes, I know, I figured it out. I will write it in the comment. Not I figure it, but I made it work. There is a big delay. Okay, now this got a little exciting actually. I don't know how exactly I can use this. But it is here. Right? Draw distance. Let's make this lower. So with less draw distance, then we have much better FPS. Okay, this is good. Where is my comments? Okay. Okay, can I get my... Does this have collision? It has mesh collider. Now move the camera. Camera doesn't move. But I get your point. So now the question is, can I have my car in here? It should be possible, right? Lag is just at the beginning. But how is this even working? You know what? I don't even want to know. I can make a whole video about this. Holy, this is amazing. The stream is just around. Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense to be just around the car. How do you make this work? Are you a genius or something? You have a float draw distance. Yeah, let's bring this down to 40. You have already made all of these. Damn, bro, you're a good coder. I'm not as good. Okay, the question is now, can I bring my racing thing in here? Because if that works, then I can have my camera controller attached to this, and then maybe we can just stroll around the streets. The thing is, it's shameful because it would be a very good idea. Why do I not have a light in here? 3D light directional. Okay. The thing is, as fun as this sounds, right? As amazing as it is, the sad thing is that we cannot use it. And nobody can use it. I guess we can make some educational stuff with it. Okay. Where is the street from here, you might ask? I don't know. Try to move this around. Okay, here's a street. Need to implement some kind of a minimap. Oh my god. It actually works. It actually works. What the? Mate on scene view lol where you want to put your car, select the car and then you press F. The editor, it will bring the car wherever you're looking at. I know. Thank you. I'm having some issues with this. I don't remember how I set everything up. And now it's messing up the thing. But this is cool, huh? This is really cool. Can you see if you can do the map from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit? I feel like that would be a great addition. And I need to save these coordinates. Okay, here is a road. Let's make it appear on top of the road. Okay, I'm gonna save this position. Copy position. Okay. Now let's see why this is not working. This, this offsets everything. The values are so large. I have Hot Pursuit 2012 Burnout Paradise. Yeah, Burnout Paradise was a good map too, but it wasn't that good of a map, in my opinion. Because I have not had the opportunity to play it. I mean, I did, but when I played it, it was not fun anymore. Okay. Let's see. What a nostalgia, bro. What the hell? What the hell is this? Okay, world streaming. Let's set this to 250. Copy your camera from the old scene. Yeah, I know. I don't want to do that because I'm lazy, as you know. But look at this. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is amazing. This is really amazing. Okay, and let's play around with the car slip. We have a lot of forwards, we have not so much sideways. Tire grip is higher. Most wanted 2012. Sorry for typos, like my keys are going crazy. The most wanted 2012, the one with the Porsche thing. Yeah, I know. I know, but do you happen to have the one, the Hot Pursuit one? That is what I'm interested in. And look at this, look at this. Oh my god. How amazing is this, by the way? We could just drift around. Need for Speed Most Wanted. we need, yeah, I know what we need right now. I know exactly what we need. We need, maybe not this much, but this much. Okay, this is too much. 0.01 maybe? Not 0.01, but 0.03. And the linear is 0.02. Okay, now we can go. There's a sign. Hot Pursuit 2010. Yes, bro. Do you not remember? Why is there signs in the middle of the road? I wonder. Okay, we have too little friction. We need more friction. Yes, I'm talking, of course, about this game. I'll show you. Google.com. Wait, this is my account. Cannot show you this. I can show you this. Google, and then Builder, and then Need for Speed, Hard Pursuit, 2010. Have you ever played this? I like this because it's really long straights and openings and whatnot. Wait, no, not this one. This one. Do you know? Do you know what I mean? But I'm not saying that this is bad. This is very, very nostalgic. I need more sideways friction. And I need to clamp it. Okay. I have multiple things here. Yeah, I can see. Look at this. Oh, this is fun, brother. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. I'll tell you that. But how can I go into the streets, like the city streets? I've been in this highway for so long. Okay, maybe here? Yes, here. I like the Olympic City NFS Underground one. Just didn't have the open world map, just the visible parts you see from the tracks. This is cool, eh? This is very cool. The only thing is that the materials are not very good. But the texturing is amazing. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the position right here, like this. And then what I'm going to do is save this because I want the camera to look better. And I also don't want this anymore, by the way. I want the other one. So copy position, paste position, right here. This is good. And now I will go back into the same, the old scene where I have the city. And I will just copy the configuration because it is very annoying to do it over and over. Increase the draw distance to 250. Yeah, I did. Okay, so in here, this looks fine. And I have this, which looks like a piss color. So what I want to do from here is edit the shader, set the smoothness to 0.5. Okay, I can do that. I can do that, and I want, what do I want? I wanted stats from the cart. So copy component, paste component. And the car controller has a main camera, rigid body, and it has everything. And the main camera itself has this. This should work. Have you tried Need for Speed Heat? I had the map with the good detail. No, I have not tried it, sadly. Okay, this looks good. This suspension is very shit. However, in the 3D files, I have my main camera like this. And now I go back into the scene. Map streaming. I don't know, I don't like the new Need for Speed games. They don't have what the old ones had. And I forgot to save this. Oh my god. How did I forget? "3D files, cars." This goes delete. This goes here. And then the cart. Delete. Delete. Cart. Cart goes also here. And now we're good. Map streaming. Okay. Now I'll just delete this and get the new one. Take the position. Paste the position. Take the camera. Just disable it. And can I just use my own camera right now? I think I can. I hope this works. Okay, we're falling. Let me just try and get this going. The map hasn't loaded here. Where is the camera? The camera is here. I need to do this. Okay, where was I? still doesn't work. I guess I cannot use this. So I'll take this, put it in here. Wait a minute. Okay, now it has to work. Check your Discord. I will check my Discord. Wanna see my game? This is the game that you made? Really? You did this? Where can we play this? Send a link to play. Yeah, send us a link to play. Not ready yet, it's in beta. You made this. Holy. How did you do this? This looks quite good. I feel like I remember this map. Okay, anyway. What is happening to the map? Why is it not being streamed? Do you guys have any idea? I have two cameras. Main camera one. I don't have my camera one anymore. I just have one camera. There we go. The map is just not loading this time. It is loading over there. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I was too off the map, I think. Wow. Okay. Let's undo this. Why can I not move my camera a little bit? I can. Okay, enjoy. This is too low. I need to make it higher. This is good. Open world streamer script and add this above. Set material, set float. Yeah, this is good too. Obviously we cannot use this in production or anywhere. But this is good. I like it. I just wish we had a way of not using this streaming and just having the models. But even if we do, we cannot really use them, you know? We cannot just make a game and just publish it, which is a little sad. I have way too much sideways slip. Anyway, I think it would be a good idea for me to stop streaming for today. I think we did a very good job today. We made a state machine, we made the wheel slips, and we discovered this old gem. I can send you the entire map as an FBX. How did you get the entire map as an FBX in the first place? I still have too much friction sideways. Oh my god. No, come on. No, I want to play some more. If you can get, what do you plan to add next in the series? I don't know actually. I think we just need to do the racers and we make a lap and then we work on design, I suppose. The logic is halfway done, so we don't have to rush that. We just have to discover what makes a game fun to play, right? And one of the things is to add slip, in my opinion. I did my own software, but still I'm using a public lib from GitHub. You are really good at coding, I'll tell you that. If you achieve to do this, you are really good. Damn, I miss driving the streets, bro. I used to go off, you know, like free roam and just play the music that they gave you from Need for Speed. The playlist was quite good, if you remember. And I just used to listen to that and just drive around. No, don't fall, please don't fall. Okay. For everybody that is just joining, we are streaming this map using some witchcraft in here somehow. This is making the whole entire map in front of us. The only bad thing is that the materials don't look as good, but that doesn't even matter. As long as we can play it, right? As long as we can enjoy it a little bit, I don't think it matters. Maybe add some traffic so it looks empty. Do you want traffic when you do racing? Maybe we want some cops. That would be a good idea. Right? I have not seen a game that does cops in a very long time. So maybe add police chasing or something? But we don't have a map for that. I don't have a map. Man, I used to love this. Fix material, open streamer. Okay, okay, fine. I'll open the streamer. You know what? Fine. I will open the streamer. He said to open the streamer and then go into line 347. So 347 is this. And the materials in the index of I. But in which case though? If the game is most wanted. Okay. So we have the mat. Materials in the index of I. This is 352, bro. Above the 4. What do you mean above the 4? Traffic while racing just increase the chances for competing with other racing due to random crashes, etc. I guess you're right. Okay, let's just do 347. But there's the switch. So maybe inside of the for loop. I'm gonna do it inside of the for loop, and I'm going to say this. Above the 4. How can it be above the 4? There's no above the 4, bro. What the hell? Line 343. Yes, that's what I was saying. Yeah, there's no other way. Right? Oh my god, this keyboard, bro. Okay, so in theory, what he's saying, if I do this fix, it is supposed to help with the rendering. Let's see. Yeah, we figured it out. I keep forgetting to do this, oh my god. So this has to start at 0. And we have kinematic enabled. Null reference exception. This has not happened before. And now your code doesn't work. Now that we added that, your code doesn't work. What a shame. What a shame. And if we remove your line, does your code still work if we remove your line? Your code works without doing that. So that line is breaking the code and not fixing it. Restart Unity. Restart Unity for that to work? What are you talking about, bro? It's crashing. Why don't we do this materials then? Materials in the I, material. Let's try it in here. Materials. Oh yeah, never mind. No restarting needed. I found it. The only thing is that this... Why is this so inconsistent? I don't understand. Never mind, I fixed it. Okay, is kinematic true? Oh my god, that looks so much better. We need to only add transparency for some of them. I don't think we need to, but it would be a good idea. Directional, now we can have intensity. And we can have this kind of piss filter again. Right, this Mexico filter. And it looks good. Oh my god, it looks so much better. It looks so much better. It just looks amazing. Turn the shadows on. What do you mean, turn the shadows? Are they not on by default? I didn't have shadows? How did I not have shadows, bro? Oh my god. Thank you. Look at this. Oh my god. Look at this. Don't look at this. But look at this. Holy. Oh my god. Welcome back to 2005. Welcome back to 2005, brother. I need to fix the steering. It steers so hard that it makes the whole car just off. Holy hell. Would you look at these graphics? Put in on the scene so we can see how nice it looks. What did you make for me? Nice volume Unity package. A nice volume. I really have to end the stream, bro. It's been like 3 hours. But I want to get your volume. Global volume preset. Okay. Import. I'm just importing things right now. Where do I put the volume now? Directional light. Where did I put the volume? I think it's on render, right? Render. Where is render? Right, lightning. No, it's not in here. New. Lightning preset, shadow, blah blah blah. I don't know what this is. Default, 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 medium, low, high resolution, yes. High quality, yes, everything on high. On the map streaming, add component global volume. What? Volume, and the volume is your nice global. This is your volume, right? Yes, it looks like your volume. There is a lot of option. I don't understand that. Okay. We need to first kinematic. This has to be 0.012. This has to be around same. What else? Nothing else. Let's just hit play. Hi, Mr. Pablos. I am not Mr. Pablos. If you knew my name, you would never call me Pablo. It is so lame. It's just Nick. It's not lame, but you know. Oh my god, this is a volume that you made, bro? It kind of looks like a TikTok filter. This is the volume that you made, bro. It don't look that good. Why is there so much bloom? How can I take it off? You have too much bloom. Oh, I also made the color from this. No, I didn't make it. Do we have to do oh, we have to do the shadows again. Oh, that's right. Okay, I think this is looking good. Set the sun intensity to 3. Yeah, I figured that out. Yeah, this looks good, huh? This looks much better. Warning, stream bitrate is not good. Oh my god, this is looking so much better. Except for the ray traced thing. You know too many things, bro. Raptor, you know way too many things. Holy hell, this is amazing. And my controller is quite good. Except for the steering. Yeah, the steering. Don't fall off the ground, bro. I really like what we're doing, bro. This is amazing. It is a shame that we cannot actually use this, but oh my god, oh no. Oh no. This is probably giving you a seizure to some people. Best position for the car to start. Yeah, I already started, but I keep falling off the ground. This is amazing. This is really amazing. For the people that just joined, we are using some witchcraft to map a game from not from Unity, but from Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005 right into Unity. And the controller that we're seeing right now is the one that we wrote in streams. You can find it down in the GitHub link. Fix the shadows that are too black. What do you mean they're too black? This is perfect. Anyway, it's safe to say that I love this thing. Look at this. And I actually love the map. The map itself is just the best thing. And to think about it, that this is 2005. People made this with like Core 2 Duos or whatever the hell they had back in the day. Some underpowered machines or something like that. Right? Disable all the stuff on your scene, so bake the light. Yeah, I know, but Unity bug. I'd like to, yeah. Oh my god, where did I... Don't you just love it? I do. Add reflection probe to your car. I'm too lazy to do that. Where am I crashing? Can I actually do it in real time though? Can I add the reflection thing in real time? Add component, reflection probe. Where is it? Where is it? In effect, right? No. Light, reflection probe. Yes. No, real time. How do reflections probes work? I don't know. Set it to real time and individual faces at render. Like this. Oh, reflections are disabled in quality settings. What? On volume, uncheck shadow midtones. Shadow midtones there. But why? It looked good. Okay, I was going to add a reflection probe. I guess I cannot do it when I start. Trust me. He says, trust me. I trust you, bro. Let me just figure out this reflection thing. reflection probe. Here it is. Real time. Real times are disabled in quality settings. Okay, now I have to find this quality settings. No, not open project. Build settings. No, these are build settings. Project settings, right? Unity. And then it says quality settings. I don't understand. Anyway. To fix reflection, go to project settings, quality. Quality, where is quality? Here. PC. Universal render pipeline. Okay, and then Randall. Okay, real-time reflection probes. Okay, now they work. Do they work now? Just gonna set it up here, right? And you said to set the coordinates at x 1500. No, not you. You 1500, y 160, and then set 2570. And now let's hit play. Is this where I think I am? Oh my god, it is where I think I am. It is where I think I am. Now it's too reflective. I don't like it. Where is the chassis? Here. Oh, the box is good. I just keep forgetting the shadows. Okay, now we're good. I think. Yeah, we got everything. Put it on 525. 5, 2, 5. Okay. And then this is good. This is real good. So we have this, and then in the camera we have it just a little higher like this, right? And then maximize and then play. And I think this is the best experience that you're going to have if you want to replay Need for Speed from 2012. And I know you've seen some Redux thing or mods or whatever, but I think this beats everything. Or maybe it's because of the fact that I made it. I mean, I made the controlling. But you know, you get the point. Damn, this is really nostalgic, huh? What do you guys think? I know I'm a little quiet when it comes to these things. I don't know how to do a entertaining stream. I know how to code, but I'm really enjoying this. Just driving around, nothing else. And these streets, oh man, I almost forgot these streets, right? These. It was such a long time ago since I played this game. And this game came out like 2005, so it's 20 years old. Assetto Corsa, oh man, Assetto Corsa is like Horizon 2.0, Forza Horizon. I don't know if it is fun, but it's really good. But anyway. So for everybody that wants to play this game in your Unity, there will be a game. There will be not a game. So it'd be for all. Graphics of your game is masterclass. This is not masterclass. But thank you. The graphics of whoever made this map is masterclass. Because I just made some metallic thing and nothing else. But if you feel nostalgic and if you want, so it will be for all. No, it's okay. I think it looks good like this. So if you want to play, or if you feel nostalgic of playing this old game, this old relic, or I would say this old gem, you can find it down in the GitHub link. And the way you run it is you take these bun files, so game files, you have these files, and you have the world streaming, and then in here you have the path to that. This is some binary stuff that is happening, and then you just hit play, and then you enjoy some quiet. I mean, it's a little laggy because it's obviously it's doing that in real time. And I remember you had to crash on these whatever they are, check bait holes or something. Assetto Corsa needs a lot of mods to be a good game. I don't know about that, bro. I have never played it. But I do play my games, and I'll tell you what. This controller needs more work. You cannot control it when it comes like in higher speeds. But other than that, I really like it. Do you want the Hot Pursuit map? Yes, I do want the Hot Pursuit map. And if you have it as a FBX, so I don't have to stream this. Or maybe this is better, I don't know. So if you have it, make sure to post it somewhere in GitHub or somewhere or whatever, and send me a link, and we'll definitely check it out next time we're streaming. But for now, it's really late. I would like to go and sleep. Could do an animator in the windmills. Even if we bring this map to life, you cannot do anything else with it. Electronic Arts owns the rights to this map. So you're basically left with nothing. You cannot do anything. You can only just enjoy it a little bit. Okay, so thank you for tuning in. Thank you for commenting. I know sometimes coding can be a little boring, especially if you watch somebody code. And that's why people try to hide it and, you know, do it in the background or something. And mostly try to entertain people while they code. But yeah, we're trying to do it all here live. We're trying to publish this game. And yeah, thank you. Thank you everybody that has tuned in. Thank you again. And we'll see you next time.